Welcome to today's edition of the Cam Girl Real World. You get inside the minds of your favorite cam girls. I did that introduction about 400 times, so I hope that one was good enough for you all, because you're not getting another one, god damn it. Enjoy it. Today on the show, we are going to start with our favorite parts of the week, and when we say favorite, we actually mean our most favorite and least favorite. We're going to talk about our best and worst comments of the week. Shae, what was your best comments of the week, darling?
My best and worst, I don't really have a worst this week, surprisingly, but my best was I had a very, very good fan who decided to send me money towards my Christmas gift.
Yay!
And
we were waiting on that shit, goddammit.
And if you don't know, shameless plug, I am trying to get lights, professional lighting for my camming so I can shoot better content and things look better. And so he made a very, very sizable donation, which he wishes to remain anonymous about the amount. And I cannot thank him enough. So that was definitely my best. What is your best?
My best. And this is kind of funny because I get a lot of comments about my tits. We've discussed this before. So this week's best comment was, I like your face, Geisha. Damn! That was literally their introductory comment into my room this week was, I like your face, Geisha. Damn!
Girl.
It was fantastic. And made me feel freel, like a feely freel meow.
Makeup's on fleek.
Meow.
Or fleck? Is it fleck?
Fleek.
It's
fleek.
I ain't.
But my phone autocorrects it to clerks, and I'm like, yeah, clerks. My makeup's on clerks, bitches. Never seen it? Fuck you. I'm aggressive tonight. So, Shae, are we gonna do worst? Or you don't have
I
a fucking
want to hear
worst.
your worst, and then we'll go to best screenshots.
Okay, fine. So my worst, and this is total horseshit, and I'm fairly certain the person who said this doesn't listen to our podcast. He goes, I always keep one token to throw away. Now pick it up. And then he tips one token.
There has been... I have heard some shit on Chatterbait, and I know you have too. That has got to be in the top 5, most disgusting things I have ever heard.
Just super fucking derogatory. Just not misogynist. Is it misogynist?
It's all the things.
Anyway, let's talk about this week's most interesting screenshots. We're starting with you, Shae.
All right. Well, the first one that I have was a screenshot that I received from a Gray, and I am now labeling it the new Shae BBW logo.
I'm in love. I'm on love already. When you say it's the new logo, I have to know. You haven't told me yet. I need to know.
So I'm just going to say it as my new logo. So, Shae BBW. Fuck it deep, make it queef.
If y'all could see the look on my face right now, you'd be so proud. That is the most goddamn beautiful tagline for a chat room I've ever heard in my entire life.
Shae BBW, fuck it deep and make it queef.
A round of applause, my darling. You deserve it. I tip my fedora to you.
Oh. On the other end of the spectrum, I had somebody come in and PM me and say, dare me to let dog fuck my ass on cam. If so, how long you want to watch?
Oh, God. I holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. And my last one is quite interesting. I love the way that they put this. Do you still lay with men?
The Bible is questioning you. That literally, that's not a human being. The Bible got on the internet and was like, do you still lie with men? And then Shae was like, I don't know, on Tuesdays after 2, sometimes if I feel like it.
You lay with men on Tuesday.
Only on fucking Tuesday. Every other day of the week, I lay by myself because apparently I'm asexual. All right, so is it my turn?
I want to hear yours.
I only have one.
Oh.
And it says, do you like to look at the man when he eats your butterfly?
Oh. Is this like sticking it to the man? Is this like the man? Or is this like a man?
I feel like, of course, he's talking about oral sex. But at the same time, I think of like a really dirty redneck just straight up grabbing a butterfly out of the air and putting it in his fucking mouth and eating it.
And you just sitting over there like twiddling your nipples like, ooh, yeah, I like it when you do that, when you eat the butterfly.
Yeah, eat the butter. Please eat the butter. Yeah, chomp the butterfly. Like, I don't know. It's just like, who calls a fucking cooch a butterfly? I don't get it. It's just like, I get that it like kind of looks like a butterfly if you splay it out just right.
Sure.
I mean, you know. So that was my, I only have one this week, man. I only got one.
Butterfly is way worse, or way better than some of the things I've heard. Meat curtains.
I have meat curtains. I would honestly, meat curtains is less weird to me than butterfly, because I just imagine you're, like, massacring a very beautiful creature.
My other personal favorite is piss flaps.
I don't get piss flaps often enough.
Yeah.
It's horseshit. Not enough creative people tell me my piss flaps are beautiful. God damn it. Tell me a story about my piss flaps. Shae, do you want to do hot topic first? Or do you want to do most annoying questions first?
Moist. Let's hear your moist annoying questions.
You want to do our moist annoying questions?
I do.
Somebody just died on our podcast because we said moist. Do you want me to do mine, or do you want...
Yeah,
okay,
I'll
go first. Okay. This is our my God. God damn it, Shae, it's all moist in here. It's so moist. I just can only say moist. Fuck. Our most annoying questions. It's because most and annoying, it just turns into moist. It's our moist questions. They're so moist and annoying. Like my butt cheeks in summer. I know this is gonna sound kind of like an asshole thing to tell you guys is my most annoying question, but this is probably the most common, literally most common question I get in my chat room. And it's, how are you? And I know it's kind of an asshole thing to say that's my most annoying question, but if I'm on cam, I'm in a good mood. I'm great. Fuck off.
So you should always walk into Geisha's room and say, titties, HRU.
She
loves it.
Don't do it. I would say, if you really want to impress me in my room, read my fucking bio, or just tell me, like, my hair looks nice. Like, I don't give a shit. Or just say, like, I like your face, Geisha, damn! Like, anything but how are you?
Yeah.
I do care how you guys are doing, but realistically, if something is interesting or fucked up in my life, I'm probably going to tell you eventually, but I only want to have to tell you, like, 3 times in one night, not 400. So, Shae, tell us all.
Okay, I got one. And I have said it a million times. In fact, I just recently updated my bio, and I fucking put it in there 3 times. Okay, it's in multiple sections. Shae BBW, fuck it deep, make it queef.
Ah!
I am married to a woman. We are in an open marriage. We are both bisexual. We can fuck men and women separately or together. No, she doesn't always cam with me. Every once in a while she will. But if you really want to see us together, you may schedule a private. For real, I am married to a woman. That is not like a joke that I have going around. I've been married 4 years. It's a legit fact. I actually had a long-standing fan. She came in the room one day, and she is verified. And she came in the room to get me a drink or whatever. And he was like, oh my God, you really are married to a woman. And he's been in my chat room for probably 6 months. He thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. And it really is true. And no, we are not accepting applications at the current time to fuck people.
And so now, I feel like, honestly, you've gotten this question more than I have.
Okay.
And it's not so much a question, but this is something that has come up in both of our rooms. And it is the deaf user. And we don't know if the deaf user is really a thing, if they're actually deaf. And you actually have a point to make about this.
Okay, so there's a couple of different things. I've noticed recently that it seems to be like this epidemic. Like, that seems to be the new thing. I first noticed it in another chick's chat room. And I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then in the past week, I've had 3 separate people come in my room and tell me that they are deaf. Great, fine, and dandy. I actually know some sign language. I am not fluent in it, but I can measle my way around a conversation. So when someone would come in and say, oh, hi, you're beautiful, or whatever, I'm deaf, I would answer with the sign for hello. And they would say, do you know sign language? And I would sign to them, I know a little bit of sign language. And it always ends up being one of two ways. Oh, well, can you PM me? I'll teach you more. Or PM me so we can talk about it. Or this, that, and the other. And I'm like, PM access is 25 tokens, whether you're deaf, blind, and dumb. It doesn't matter. Or the couple of people that I have actually signed back to, like PM is 25 tokens, PM access is 25 tokens, they've left the room. And I don't think that the deaf people are really coming into the room. I think that this is a strange, this may be on a forum somewhere and people are trying to troll people. If somebody really is deaf that's coming in, my apologies. I will do my best to, type when I can. But if I can legitimately sign back to them, and yet they're asking me if I know sign language, I find it very interesting.
I find it very interesting too. It's kind of like, and I know we totally didn't discuss this earlier, but this literally happened to me tonight. Is a guy came into my room and he goes, if I give you 2,000 tokens, can you get off cam? And I go, what's in it for you? And he goes, well, you just seem to work so hard. If you deserve to be able to get off cam. And I go, okay, well, I'll bite. You tip 2,000 tokens, I'll get off cam.
Right.
And he goes, PM? ? And I go, PM access is 25 tokens. And as soon as I said that, he left. Mm-hmm. So it almost seems like we're getting this new round of like new people who are trying new shit on us because they think we were fucking born yesterday. And it's really cute, you guys. But guess what? We all have fucking keyboards. We can all type to you if we choose to. Some of us don't have the time to sit and fucking write messages to everybody. Whether or not you're deaf, it really depends on whether or not you have tokens. I'm sorry you have a disability if you are deaf, but if you are disabled and you're deaf, you can't hear this right now.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it.
Unless somebody's literally sitting in your room signing this entire podcast to you, in which case you're fucking lucky that somebody's willing to sign an entire podcast to you.
Well, and that was in the original chick's room that I first heard this. A couple of days before I had been bombarded with this, was she said, well, how, because she wasn't typing back. She said, well, how are you responding to me? Do you read lips or what, what's the thing? And he said, well, no, I have a friend here who is letting me know what you say. And then I'm typing back. And I thought, that just seems, I don't know. It just seems strange to me.
It seems unrealistic. Yeah. Really. It seems unrealistic.
And a far-fetched just to get a PM.
Mm-hmm. So nice try, guys. We can, if we really want to take the time, and I've taken the time to type to guys, there's literally a guy whose screen name is like Def90. And I've tried my damnedest to be nice to him, but every once in a while that motherfucker responds to something I say in my chat room verbally. Something's up.
And maybe he can read lips, and that's great, but then why is he choosing to not do that all the time?
Yeah. Oh, Shae.
Oh, baby, what?
Do you want to talk about body decorations?
Oh, yes. This is such a random thing. But as you all know, I love the pussy. And I love to watch other cam models, and I love to tip them. I just can't help it. I'm addicted to it. And so I went into this one chick's room, and I don't even know why, because she just really was not my type. But for some reason, she caught my eye, and I just decided to go in her room. There's a question on the basic profile that says body decorations. And you can put, whatever. And her comment was, you don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari.
Which is the most hilariously asinine bullshit excuse for I don't like pain and I'm a little fucking bitch.
I just thought that was like a big slap in the face to so many people.
It's such a fucking cunt move.
I just thought it was like almost like a, well, if you have tattoos, then you must be ugly because you have to cover up your body because you have such a shitty car.
So Shae B.
Yes, B.
Are you ready for questions?
Question time.
Oh, shit. So, this week's edition of So You Wanna Be a Cam Model, we are going to start with our most favoritist, most specialist, and most questioniest questioner, Miss Bertha from Texas.
Bertha
Shae,
girl. Bertha
I
girl. We
know.
love you. You sending us all the questions. We love you, girl.
Oh, Bertha. If anybody could ever be like Bertha, you guys, you want to be like Bertha, send us your questions. And so Bertha's question this week is, Geisha, your makeup is so awesome. How do you do it? Which, I feel singled out right now, Shae.
No, because I tell you what, you stepped my makeup game up big time.
Here's the deal. Everybody's makeup is going to be different. And I actually give makeup lessons, but it's usually going to cost you about $20. If you just if there's like a picture of something you really want your makeup to look like on camera, I'm more than happy to help you do it.
Well, and not only that, like, we sat down because I asked you to help me, because before I would put on some eyeliner, some really bad eyeshadow, and some lipstick. I wouldn't touch foundation. I wouldn't touch any of that. And now, I mean, shit, now that I'm wearing BB cream, I'm wearing foundation, I'm doing cat eyes, I'm doing different colors, I'm putting mascara on and concealer, and I mean, it has completely changed my game. I'm like a whole new woman, and we have sat down, and you have, like, said, you know, I've showed you what I'm doing, you're like, no, girl, no, do it like this, and she's a great teacher. It is worth every penny.
If you know how to do your foundation, or you like how you do your foundation, if you just want help with your fucking eye makeup, it's like, girl, I'll work with you. Like, I don't want to give anybody, like, a fucking, like, this is what's gonna fucking cost you kind of thing. It's like, if you tell me what you need help with, I'll tell you how much it's gonna cost. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, what you need to do is, because everybody's different. Some people like heavier makeup. Some people like lighter makeup. Mm-hmm. Everybody's different. Our next question, Shae, is from Riley in Nevada. And her question is, or his, I actually am not sure if it's a girl or a boy. And it's, how do you decide how you're going to decorate your cam room?
I have stuff and things on this. You go first. I'll go second.
Well, no, I was just going to say, you just decorated, or rather redecorated. You just redecorated your cam room. And I know what your inspiration was, but I mean, I feel like it's kind of taken you time to evolve into what you really wanted it to be. So what did it kind of take you to figure out how to decorate it?
Well, here's the thing. I knew from the beginning what I wanted to decorate my room with. It took me a little over a year actually, but it took me a solid year to finally commit to it. I am obsessed with Harry Potter. I mean, I am a fucking fanatic. I always wanted Harry Potter everything, but I always thought, you know, the comic book thing is cool, you know, the geeky thing is kind of in right now, but I was always worried that people would be like, you know, that's a kid thing, you know, that's not cool or whatever, and it may, like, turn customers off. And finally, Geisha helped me with this, and so did the wife. I just said, fuck it. Fuck it. It's what I like. It's who I am. And so for Christmas this year, I asked my wife to buy me all kinds of things so that I could just completely deck out my room in Harry Potter. And I redid my bio, and everything is Harry Potter now. And I tell you what, I couldn't be happier. And I've not gotten any complaints from it.
I decide sometimes I want one thing and another thing, and it's just like, you know, whatever the fuck I do and things and stuff. But you have to really take into account your likes and dislikes. You don't want to have something you hate decorating one of your walls, because if you have to try to explain to somebody why you have that on your wall, like if you hate fucking Spider-Man, like, why would you have Spider-Man on your wall where people can see it? Because if they go, oh my god, I love Spider-Man too, you're gonna be like, oh, I fucking hate Spider-Man. You're gonna have to talk about that every single fucking time. So you're better off putting up things you enjoy. I have a giant TARDIS, which is a time machine from Doctor Who, on my wall. I love Doctor Who. One day, a light bulb hit me and I went, I want a fucking TARDIS on my wall. I love this. This needs to be on my wall. And people come in my room and they go, you like Doctor Who? And I go, goddamn right, I love Doctor Who. Now, yes, there is going to be the occasional naysayer who's a complete piece of shit and goes, oh, well, I'm an asshole and I don't like things, so your room's dumb. Fuck them. Don't worry about it. Always go with what you like and what you enjoy because it's your fucking room. You have to look at it and you have to deal with it on a daily basis. And as we've said before, you need to put yourself in the right mindset for getting on cam, and your environment should embody what you enjoy. Because if it's not, you're not going to be happy to get on cam.
And don't worry about if people are going to like it or not. If you think it's childish or you think it's weird or quirky or whatever, you think that, oh, people are going to hate it, it's going to turn them off, they're there for your pussy. They don't care. I mean, it can be a conversation starter, but they're there for your pussy.
It's true. They're here for you. Everything else is just extra. So don't be afraid to embrace what you enjoy. Are you ready for our final question, Shae?
Lay it on me.
This one is from Shelby in Ohio. And this is, what are your favorite apps and bots? And this is referring to Chatterbait, obviously, specifically. And if you're not well versed in Chatterbait uses things called apps and bots. And bots are usually used to maintain the chat room, keep grays from talking, keep them from using emotes, keep them from using words, things like that. And the applications are usually running games, running notifications, things like that. So, Shae, what are your favorite apps and bots to use?
I mean, I like to use Kino, spin the wheel or whatever. All kinds of different things as far as apps. My apps are always changing. But my bots remain the same. I always use Ultrabot. That is a really good one. There is a dick list. And basically, would you like to explain the dick list?
So the dick list is essentially, it's a lot like banning somebody, but the most wonderful thing about the dick list is if you are able to screenshot the person being a dick in your chat room, they will make sure that person can never talk in your room as long as you are running that bot.
Or anybody else's room.
As long as and you can either enable or disable the dick list. You can choose to let those people talk, but I highly suggest not letting them talk.
There's also like a nice list. It could be grays. A lot of times it's grays that you can add, or anybody that you can add to the list. And they are able to talk regardless of silence levels. So basically what Ultrabot lets you do is do /silence level space 1, 2, 3 in 0. And 0 is like anybody can talk.
1 is have tipped ever. 2 is have tipped in the last 24 hours. And then 3, I think, is like have tipped in the last hour or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. But the nice thing is, because that's easy to turn grays on and off. But the thing is, you can put these grays or people on the nice list. And regardless of what the silence level setting is, they can always talk. So if you've got some awesome grays, you can always do that. So I love Ultrabot. My other one is Rotating Notifier, which just goes through, and you can have up to 5, I think, and it just kind of notifies your room. And one that I've started to use now is the My Crew bot. And basically, you can have a fan club, not like your actual fan club, but you can have a members club where somebody can tip a certain amount, and then their name can be highlighted in chat. And so I've started a Shae's Express, or the Hogwarts Express platform, 9 3/4. So you have to tip 934 tokens to get on it. There's all kinds of fun things, but I run that as well.
That's awesome. I also use the Ultrabot. Mm-hmm. I also use the Rotating Notifier. And I want you guys to know what the Rotating Notifier is. You set your own notification. So you want to be mindful of what is going on in your room, what kind of specials you're running. If you're doing buy 3 videos, get 1 free, whatever, you want to make sure and have those things set in your Rotating Notifier. Now, I am an uncool fucking creature of habit. And my third bot is the Jazz bot. And that is because I get just fucking inhumane assholes and I want to stab them in the face. And so Jazz bot is a lot like what there used to be a bot that was called the auto moderator. And that thing was fantastic. You could literally set words you didn't want to be said. At some point, the coding on it became fucked up and it didn't work anymore. It used to be great. But so Jazz bot essentially does that. They tend to update the bot to keep out the weird URLs that people post, the bots that post. You can also set it to, have the grays not be able to use caps, have them not be able to say gross things, inappropriate things that are against the terms of service, things that are offensive, like ugly, whatever. And so I really enjoy that. My current 2 favorite applications, I would have to say, are Roll the Dice app. It's not very popular right now, but it's all about how you guys set up and use your apps, and Spin the Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. Those are my 2 favorites right now. Now, the Spin the Wheel is good if you're kind of wanting to do like a ladder situation where you'll take off an article of clothing, or you'll do something at a certain amount of spins. Whereas the dice application, if you set a prize for every single spin of the dice, you are going to give those. There's not going to be any no prize rolled. You're going to always get a prize. So if you want to be continuously doing stuff, which some of us, some nights I'm down to just be doing stuff every time somebody tips. It's not a problem for me. Whereas some nights I'd rather be accruing the spins and maybe not doing as much short term and then be getting towards something long term. That's me personally. Those are my 2 favorites. All right, you guys. And so we have been talking about this, Shae and I. Shae B.
Yes, B.
We've been talking about this for a while, and we've really been wanting to get to a point where we can sort of make a point to set a date where we can sit down and talk to our fellow cam community. And no, this does not include fans unless you guys are very, very, very specifically invited. But this is really just for the cam models, male or female, that are camming either part-time or full-time, but really, really hitting it hard. We're trying to set up a cam and yam. We were trying to do this originally in, was it October?
Yeah, I think.
And we had some shit come up, and so it never happened. But we're trying to set up a cam and yam, and we are really, at this point, we're just trying to let you guys know we're setting up a cam and yam. We want you guys to be prepared. If you are a cam person, send us messages. Let us know you're interested in being in the cam and yam, because we want to try and do our best to make it fit into everybody's schedule, or at least make it in a certain amount of time where you guys can come in. You can sit, you can hang out, we can talk about stuff, air our grievances, make appointments with people to join and be a part of our panel here on the podcast. And yes, Shae.
Yeah, we want to reiterate that it is come as you are. You don't have to have your makeup on, sit in your jammies, nothing. This is nothing special. Nothing's being recorded. No audio, no video is being recorded. This is just going to be where we sit. And the community is so cutthroat, and we've talked a lot about one girl's success is not another girl's failure. And, I think that's an important thing, and we really want the community to be able to come together and have a place where a lot of times you don't have anybody to talk to. Geisha and I are lucky enough to have each other to talk to, but a lot of times, you can't tell friends and family. So this is just going to be where you just come as you are, and we can just talk about camming with other people that get it.
It's a lot like a bitch and a stitch and bitch, but for people who are cam, because the thing that Shae and I really realized the most through trying to interview people to be a panelist or somebody who we interview on here is that a lot of them, they really have so much to get out because they have nobody else to express it to. And so we really want to make a point to you guys that the cam and yam is something we really want to do. We really want you guys to be a part of it. Whether it's for 15 minutes or the entire time we're doing it. Mm-hmm. We really don't care. We want to have you be here. We want you to feel like you're open to say what you need to say and you have people to express it to. so that if you're, you want to make a connection, even if it's not with us, if it's with another cam person
right.
that you are clicking with, you can become a friend with somebody else who does this for a living. It's a lot like a fucking buddy system, or like having a sponsor in AA. Whatever. It is. It's like, when you're having a shit day on cam, you have somebody you can go, God damn it.
Yep.
I need somebody to talk to about the asshole who just fucking told me about nickels and to drop it like it's hot and I want to stab him in the eyes. Like, whatever the fuck your bad thing is that day, it's nice to have somebody to talk to. And we want to open up the Cam for you guys to be able to make friends and make bonds in the community of cam people. Now, the date is not set on this, but we are going to do it after the new year. So we want you guys to get in touch with us. Send us emails. Let us know. Maybe we'll start a fucking poll for it. Just give us your feelers. Touch us. Touch us late at night with your feelings and tell us how it feels to feel things about feeling about the Cam and Yam, because we want to know how you feel about it. And now, last but not least, Shae and I have actually had some really nice people come into our chat rooms this last week and tell us how much they love the podcast. And so we want to give you guys our thank yous. And I'm actually going to start first. And I have only had maybe 2 or 3 people, only one of which has actually said I'm a huge fan, I love your stuff, and I want to send a big thank you to, holy shit, I can't spell. Ellie Fire. L Fire. I'm not sure if it's Ellie Fire or L Fire, but L or Ellie Fire came into my room, and the first thing she said was, I'm such a huge fan of your podcast. I can't believe you're a real person. I love you and Shae. You guys talk about the most interesting stuff. Thank you so much for doing this. She was super appreciative, super grateful, and I wanted to give her a big what up from Shae and I. Because we really appreciate that you guys actually listen to our podcast, because we are a goobery, goofy, gobbling, the 2 of us.
It's a true story. And I've had 3 or 4 people come in who have mentioned that they listen to the podcast, and I think that's great. I think that, our viewing numbers are going up, and it's always great to hear that you guys like our content.
So we're going to thank you guys all so much for joining us tonight. I know that Shae and I are both dead to the goddamn world and about to go the fuck to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to thank you guys all so much for joining us this evening. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, follow Shae on Twitter at ShaeBBW. Follow myself at Geisha Monroe on Twitter. Follow the podcast at Camgirl Real World.
No.
Oh no, Camgirl RW, right?
Yes, because we could do all the way up to the last letter, and so we just had to do RW.
Camgirl RW at Twitter. You can also send us questions at camgirlrealworld.com.
Mm-hmm.
To myself at geishamonroexxx.com. You can also at any point in time come and hang out with us in our chat rooms. Shae's is chatterbait.com/ShaeBBW. Myself is chatterbait.com/Western Geisha. Shae, anything you want to add before I just fuck this bitch right up the butt?
Fuck it deep, make it queef.
Yeah, fuck it deep, make it queef. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. We love you so much. Please come back and listen to us again. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.